Alright, today we're going to be looking at adjusting the trigger in this Savage Impulse. This is the Predator model in 243 Winchester, and I've already taken the stock off just because it allows us a little bit easier access to the trigger, and we're going to take a look at adjusting this trigger. Now, these come with the Accutrigger, and it's a pretty good trigger, but we're going to see that we can make it a little bit better. So I'm going to be measuring with this Lyman digital trigger pull gauge. Let me clear that out. And it's hard to say how accurate this thing is or how calibrated it is or whatever you want to say, but the main thing that we're going to be looking for is just the difference in what we have stock versus once we start adjusting it. So let's just get a couple of readings right away at stock. Just press the ready button, and of course these might come adjusted differently out of the box, just per model, because there's some adjustability in there, but we're just going to see what mine's at right now. So let me get a quick measurement here. I'm just pulling straight back on this. Still pulling. There we go. Finally broke. 4 pounds, 1.1 ounces. Let's just try that again. Clear that out. Ready. Let's do it again. £4 pounds, 2 ounces. So pretty close. And I could do it 10 times and I'd probably get an average right around, 4 pounds, 1 to 2 ounces. So that's not bad for a hunting rifle, but certainly not what I'm looking for. So we'll get to adjusting it. And this, actually on the Predator model anyway, because of the type of little key that they give you to adjust this, you actually can't adjust it when it's in the stock because this thing isn't long enough. I don't know if it was supposed to come with a different one that was longer, but it didn't. But basically, all we do, this is just like, pretty much any Accutrigger, is right here, there's a little hole. We put this in here, and we can turn it out. If I can actually get it in there. Okay. You have to have a cock to do that. There we go, I finally got it. Okay, so I'm turning it. Oh, actually, they're making it harder. I actually want to turn it to the right. See how far I can get it out here. Okay. Sorry about that. It was a mistake in there. You actually turn it to the left to loosen it, and you'll see that this spring actually starts to come down through this little housing here. And that's about all the further you can go. So that should be about as light as we can make it. So with it like that, let's just, pretty cocked. Let's see what we can do with the trigger pull gauge here. I'm gonna clear it out. Ready? £3 pounds, 8 ounces. Let's try her again. ready. I'm just pulling it like a, there we go, 3 pounds, 4.5 ounces. So we did make some progress, but I'm pretty much out of adjustability here. And that's still not where I want to be. With my my older Savage, with the Accutrigger, I think it's a model 12. I was able to get that down to, I don't know what it is, a little over 1 pound, which is great for target shooting, shooting prairie dogs, other small targets. So, see what else we can do here. What I found is I'm going to just take this trigger out. And all you got to do that is there's this one little pin right here, the smaller one. And I'm just going to take a little punch. Push that pin out. And the entire trigger assembly comes out. And what I found here is that, at least in my model of the Impulse Predator, there's, I start looking at this spring, there's like a spring inside the spring. See this little guy? That sits up inside of this bigger spring. And we're just going to take that out and leave it out. And we'll see what that gets us, because I'm out of adjustability, and I figured that that's, you know, providing extra tension there. And I don't know, you know, I've not checked with Savage what the word is, if it's actually cool to do that or not. I have tested it a bit, and it seems to function just fine without that extra spring in there. So let's get this thing back in, if I can. Getting it in is a little bit more difficult. You just put the little hanger in the notch, try to line up the hole, get the pin back in there. Okay, we're ready to go. Thanks. Yes. All right. So now that we've done that, let's see where we're at with the weight. I'm gonna clear it out. Ready. And I'm just gonna give a nice smooth pull. £1 13 ounces. Now we're talking. Let's try this again. This thing is clear. Try it again. £1 11 ounces. So, just by taking this little spring out of here, of course I'm going to keep it in a safe place. I keep it with my my little adjuster wrench here. But with that extra spring out of there, I was able to go from like whatever it was, 3 pounds 8 ounces, with this adjusted all the way out, to you know, 1 pound 11 ounces. And that's got a lot better feel for target shooting. You know, shooting other small targets like prairie dogs should be great for that. And you know, I've just messed with this a little bit with that spring out of there. I tried to slam it. I can't really get it to move or do anything that it's not supposed to do. It still feels nice and crisp. So I'm just going to try it like that. I'm going to leave it out of there, see what happens. And may have an update for you later. If anyone else has done something like this, feel free to post in the comments. And again, a little disclaimer, I haven't contacted Savage about doing that. I don't know that it's cool to do. I don't know that it's necessarily safe. So please, proceed at your own risk and do your own testing. But for me, I think that's going to work out nicely.